warrant has been issued for South Florida rapper Kodak Black. Officials say Bill Capri, better known as Kodak Black, violated the conditions of his pretrial release. This mugshot is from his initial arrest last year when troopers pulled him over for driving with an expired driver's license and tags and found drugs on him.
Hey, look, come here. I'm not gonna arrest you on all right? This is just for the being. Come on, officially. All right.
There were troubling developments today when fresh information on Kodak's lawsuit was released. The Kodak Black felony trafficking and possession trial has been rescheduled for 2025, according to Broward County. The rapper is being tried instead of being sent to a rehabilitation camp because Kodak didn't like this. When he went live on TikTok, he looked when the trial date was initially set in court. Kodak's lawyer asked for a rehabilitation program instead of jail time, but the judge denied his plea. This is due to the fact that comments between police enforcement and prosecutors in the courtroom were said to give the impression that Kodak isn't being given another chance. The time to accept a sentence has come, but how long? Body cam footage from the moment of his arrest was posted online during the court hearing.
Hey, look, come here. I'm not gonna arrest you on all right? This is just for the being. Come on, officially. All right. You know your license is no good, but I'm not too worried about that. That's a ticket, right? That's a ticket.
Similar to today's hearing, the prosecutors told the judge that Kodak Black should be imprisoned. Since he is currently exhibiting to the judge his leisure pursuits while doing nothing productive in the free world, he ought to be held until the trial begins. While live streaming, he's strung out.
Yeah, a bad rest, there's a long nap, because she took it out today, and you can't do it back. You can't go.
Kodak was released by the judge until the trial began. However, they did investigate his previous case, which is where the situation becomes really problematic because Kodak was found guilty of the same crime in a different instance 2 years earlier. If he commits the same crime in 2025, he will now be deemed a repeat offender. Criminal Kodak Black, who had entered a not guilty plea to charges of possession of guns, was found to have admitted to being under the influence of alcohol, but denied being under the influence of other narcotics on February 28, 2023, blatantly revealing himself before his...
I was on the and I was asleep in front of my family house, bro. That's it. I was on that drink, sleep in front of my people's house, but that ain't illegal. And that ain't illegal. So all that shit is just the process that it had to be in other mud shop. The process that even though like bogus is plastered all over the internet, then on top of that it's like, bro, like I'm Haitian, and then it's just like my era, bro, like, nah, like, man, you better all.
Brian Cohen was able to work out a deal that sent Kodak to a rehabilitation facility rather than jail. Even though Kodak was arrested in 2023 after the feds raided his Florida home just after the Instagram Live.
Kodak, whose real name is Bill Capri, faced a judge Tuesday in Orange after turning himself in following an arrest warrant issued for violation of his pretrial release. Authorities said he tested positive during a random test earlier this month.
What is the unjust and not right about this situation?
Black, addressing the judge after the pretrial release technician testified he may have mixed up the samples between Black and another patient.
There's no way you tested positive. We can resolve that by way of a hair sample, and that'll clear you.
Judge Barbara Duffy then asking for a hair sample today to clear up the alleged mix-up, which Black refused, rather choosing to check into the Legacy Rehabilitation Facility for 30 days as part of his pretrial release.
denied Kodak's request to repeat the identical scheme in 2025 because he is now a repeat offender. To convince the judge that Kodak Black was untrustworthy, the prosecutors assembled a file of details concerning his life after he was released from the treatment facility. So it's important to understand how we got here. What was in this file? It was astounding. When Kodak first checked himself into treatment, his career was put on hold for over a year. He had nothing, no new music, no Instagram lives. When he was released, the rapper was really worried about his career because of this, the Fed said. Consequently, when he was on, his internal health improved tremendously. He became a better person and began working out daily. They emphasized that he would return to work as soon as he had free time, releasing his song Walk, which had 33 million views and quickly returned to the top of the charts. However, the victory went back to Kodak's head in an effort to re-engage. The new youth audience, they would say that Kodak Black was on a Tyson live stream. However, Kodak was nervous prior to the live stream and took an extracurricular item before appearing. He would be seen on video yelling strange words, slapping at made-up things, and drenched in sweat.
What we say about at times when it feel good, that's what you say sometimes. Yeah. I thought your name was Bubba. Hey, oh.
Pointing out that the time he spent in therapy was practically useless and that he should be sent to prison instead of going back. Kodak went live on Instagram the morning after the live stream. He tried to explain what was going on. However, it simply made things worse.
Say y'all people like who be on that, y'all be on all type, y'all be on say all type of stupid. You know, but I take you one, and y'all be so hurt. Y'all wanna like it anyway. Yeah. Everybody else who be coming like on that timing, they ain't got no motion. They broke, they hurt, they something, or they trying to come into life some kind of way and trying to like look any type of look. Yeah, I could come in that way. Oh, I think you need help. Oh, look, bro, and try to like, and then you don't think.
Pointing out that the time he spent in therapy was practically useless, and that he should be sent to prison instead of going back. Kodak went live on Instagram the morning after the live stream. He tried to explain what was going on. However, that simply...
While we waiting on other people too, right? Other people, they don't know how to let time do its thing. Hey, bro, like let time do it, bro. Time is the best, what you call it, whether it's gonna heal or whatever it's gonna like, you know, let time do it. You gotta be patient. Love is patient, love is kind. You know, like I'm saying, it makes absolutely zero sense, no sense at all. To try to approach the situation with any type of aggression. The whole world on. Everybody on. Your man on. Your someone. Everybody again. While we just down here waiting on one.
They found that Kodak had read this from a widely posted tweet because the federal government has access to everything. It reads, "Watching Kodak Black always makes me feel so down. None of you greedy women genuinely care about Batman, even though he has for baby moms. Why don't you all help him? You're probably hanging around waiting for him to pass away," as he stated during the Instagram Live. But in reality, this was only the beginning. Other tweets: "Every day, I watch a new video of Kodak behaving irrationally. Will there be someone to help him?" Really got to his head again. This time, it resulted in a video that went viral showing Kodak eating chicken in the middle of the road and acting like a...
Take a seat next to him, take a seat next to him. Enjoy that food, enjoy that. Take a seat next to him, brother.
Oh, hold on, bro. I want to be part of bro, I want to join that, bro. I want to be down here.
This time, popular rapper Kanye West paid attention. He looked for Kodak Black in an effort to salvage it. He tried asking other rappers from the area to join him on Instagram Live.
Okay, so I thought Kodak was in Miami. I see he's in Atlanta. So I'm getting a flight down to Atlanta right now. and do something. So anybody that's already down in Atlanta that knows him and knows anything about him, I know I said rappers and all that, but right now, I need y'all, man, to like really go and do something. Like we can't, I know y'all think I'm crashing out. Y'all, you see me talking, I'm expressing myself. And look, man, please don't, I know I said a lot, and just let me go down there and go help this man out.
But what the feds wrote later is what truly makes you feel bad for Kodak Black. Despite his millions of dollars, he is missing one thing. Drake loves him more than any other rapper, according to Kodak Black, who was seen pacing his room one evening. He surely could be. However, this is further proof that he is hanging around with the wrong crowd. His own friends would rather sit in the corner of the room and record Kodak becoming irate than try to help him. There is no reason for this video.
Drake's favorite rapper.
Who?
I'm his favorite rapper.
You Drake favorite rapper?
Yeah.
Nah.
He always say that, even his people always say that. They always say that. Even when he ain't, you know what I mean? Even when he ain't around, so shit like, oh, no, it's for real, bro.
Another rapper in the industry would later become aware of this. He would call out and show Kodak a great deal of concern. But he never even responded to Bump.
Right now, man, we worried about you. You don't look too healthy. And from the outside looking in, it's obvious that you're a and I don't believe for 1 second you just doing for your own enjoyment. Nah, you trying to find something to fill up that void that's within your chest. See, I've been where you at right now. But by the grace of God, I'm clean. Them strongholds have been pulled down. Them chains are broken. So I'm qualified to talk about this. You got to make a decision, bro. You got too many people looking up to you. And from one father to another, got to set the right example for your son. This coming from somebody who genuinely cares. So if you come across this video, you want to sit at the table, break bread, man, holla at me.
He seems indifferent to the fact that kind people are trying to assist him, because after a week, things just got worse. When Kodak was sober, a local football enthusiast would approach him and tell him how much he loved it. Then Kodak would get,
I love when Kodak's sober. Chain sober. I look sober.
That nigga's going for two.
I know it's sober. For what? For what? Look at all this money. Look at all this cash. Sober for what? Too young sober. Young sober.
the following day. He went to the Baltimore Ravens game, but he looked quite drunk. A tweet stated, NFL fans are worried for rapper Kodak Black's health as he appeared off while showing love to star quarterback Lamar Jackson and the Ravens.
Hey Kodak, what you gotta say about the Ravens, big G? I love the Ravens. Hello. Hey, what about that boy LJ, man? What you gotta tell the flock about that boy LJ, man? Yeah! Hello. Yeah! Hey, that boy Yak in the city. Yeah, Yak in the city. I live out here. Hello. Yeah, Yak in the city. Baltimore. Let him know.
This was the final straw for a lot of people in the rap industry. Watching Kodak's catastrophic decline, it was clear that he needed help. The quote, "Never doubt yourself," was circulated for this reason. Wallow and Gilly give Kodak Black life advice. These infants are reliant on...
Don't never doubt yourself. You got them babies counting on you. There's gonna be times where you're gonna doubt yourself, you're gonna be in pain, but them babies counting on you. You gotta be here. And I'm telling you that because a lot of people get around you and they see your success and they say, oh man, a lot of people need you, and they yes man you. I ain't here to yes man you. You know me, every time we connect, you know I got love for you. Not because I need you, I got love for you because you're a young cat and I was young, Gil was young. Live. And I'm telling you that because you see that love that lady gave, you see how you light up when I talk about your babies? Live. These people wanna laugh, they wanna joke, they wanna criticize. They don't know your pain, I don't know your pain. But I know one thing, them babies counting on you.
In an effort to explain Kodak's problems, they try to persuade him that his existence is far greater than himself. According to Google, Kodak has 5 children and is the main supplier for families. However, this had a significant effect on Kodak. He announced in real time on Instagram that he had never known true
No girl treated you right. Never, bro. I never had a bitch love. I never experienced love before. I never experienced it. I never experienced this shit, bro. I never experienced it, bro. I never did, bro. I never did, bro. I never experienced love, bro. I never did, bro. I never had it. I never had it, bro. I never had it, bro. I never had it. I never had it.
But do you know what he did the following day? Eventually, he would be invited to perform at the White House, making him the first rapper to be invited there.
Imagine a world if all of us was just one color. If all of us was just blue or green. Oh, if everybody was smart, you gotta have some dumb people. Oh, what if everybody was rich? Who's gonna take the trash out?
Eventually, this would get so much notoriety and become viral that Kodak eventually responded. He apologized to everyone and said he wants to use his influence to affect change on a podcast with DJ.
I'm honestly, I'm sorry to everybody. I'm sorry to the people who I heard it. I'm sorry if you don't understand me. I'm sorry if you just don't like me. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, and I'm sorry to everybody that I've wronged, and I'm so sorry to all the times I made my mom cry, and I'm sorry to all the girls whose heart I broke. I'm sorry to young Miami. You know what I'm saying? For kind of disrespecting her and stuff like that. She accepted my apology.
She did?
And a month later, he would at last reply to Kanye West, whom he was attempting to rescue.
Yeah. Kanye a real one. You know why you a real one? Cause I'm some whole kind of Kanye the only still did it. Cause he know he ain't a lot of the other look at me. Unclean, yeah. In her,
But at his upcoming trial, the judge will hear all of the evidence I just presented, proving that Kodak is untrustworthy in the free world. Do you believe he should obtain treatment or serve his jail sentence, whichever it may be?